Now we're going to talk about your trust. This might take 2 different sections to get all this information in. The trust is going to allow you a lot of flexibility if it's done right. You died, your trust didn't die. So the first thing is a revocable family living trust is revocable while both spouses are alive. It becomes irrevocable when the first spouse dies. And that's because for years and years, I'll just throw myself and Diane under the bus on this. So I predeceased Diane. Most of the time, the man predeceases the woman. And I'm just going to make fun of my sweet wife, Diane. So we have 8 kids. She falls in love with the pool guy, 27 years old, and loves him so much that she bequeaths everything to him. And guess what? Our kids get nothing. So that's not what I wanted. That's not what she wanted when she was married to me. So now, because of years and years, decades of that, now the first thing to know is that by default, revocable family living trusts become irrevocable when the first spouse dies. Now, this is going to be the heavy lifting part of your estate documents. This is where a lot of work is done. So you want to make sure that you've got someone left brain, very detail focused, that's able to transfer an estate. It's going to be a lot of work. Retitling accounts, creating accounts for decedents, and making sure that the assets follow the instructions of the trust for distribution to beneficiaries, usually the children. So this is where you want to make sure that, again, spouses like Brian and Diane, we're both co-trustees, co-grantors of the trust. But when both of us are gone, who is the successor trustee? Please choose wisely. If you have one child and they're competent, then that's a no-brainer. If you've got 2 children, both competent, and they work together, they should be co-successor trustees, in my opinion. The third option is when you've got more than 2 children, choose the one that has the left brain focus, detailed accounting, engineering type background, because it's going to be a lot of work. When it comes to compensation, if they're your children, usually do not add compensation because it causes problems. Reimbursement is fine, but quote, reasonable compensation is a blank check that's going to cause problems among the siblings. So this is part 1. I'm going to handle more of this in part 2.